many programmers are still struggling about Python programming language because they ignored the following basic skills and knowledge about this language. So that's why in this video you're going to see introduction, basic skills and knowledge we should understand before starting coding. So without spending much more time, let's get started. Guys, before starting, see what you are going to learn. Here is all about introduction. We are going to see the definition of Python programming language, and we will see the syntax of this Python programming language. You know that the syntax or just introduction is like blueprint of each and every programming language, so that you need first of all to understand its syntax and its definition so that you can start coding as the professional programmers, right? So but before starting, if you are new, please don't miss subscribe, like this video and share it to your colleagues so that they can also learn with us, and please open the bell so that whenever we upload a new lesson we'll get a notification. So let us start with a definition of Python program. Ladies and gentlemen, when we say Python is one among popular programming language used in web development, software development, mathematics, and so on and so forth. So this is popular programming language used in different fields. So here let us continue with introduction. Here they're saying that Python is an interpreter programming language. To mean that its statements executed line by line, you know, and like those computer programming languages like C++ and others, this is an interpreter programming language. To mean that instead of executing one program at once, it's just execute line by line, right? So here also Python file should have this extension .py extension, to mean that each and every Python file should have this extension .py. You know that for example in C++ each file should have .cpp, to mean that C++. Here we just use .py. For example here we write a hello.py. Also here let me show you an example in code editor. As you see here, we have our file called welcome.py, to mean that this is that extension showing that this file is for Python program, right? Then now let us see syntax of Python. Here to execute Python program you can use code editors like VS Code, Sublime Text, and also you can just use command line, right? You can just use command line to run your Python program. Here now, this is the example of Python program, how it looks like. We just print the statement, print hello programmers. Also let me show you how you can write this simple code in our code editor. Yes, actually here we already created file called welcome.python. So let us print that statement. And remember it is saying that hello programmers. So we need to write print, then here hello programmers, and as you see, to run this simple code you can just come and click on this icon, run icon here, then we'll see an output. You see this is our output, hello programmers. So as you see, this is syntax of Python program. Just use print to display the message. So let's continue. Just after understanding the syntax of Python programmer, let us now continue with Python indentation. You know, indentation refers to the space at the beginning of code line. For example, if you are familiar with programming languages like C++, we use indentation to enhance readability, right? So indentation in Python is very important. Python uses indentation to indicate block of code. To mean that in Python program, indentation is not only for readability but also uses indentation to indicate block of code. So that's why it's very, very important to use this indentation in Python program, right? Here this is a simple example. As you see here, we have if 5 is greater than 3, then we print 5 is greater than 2. And as you see, this p is not at the same level of this I, is now at the same level of this f. To mean that we have here the one space before this statement, right? So let me show you how can be written in code editor also. Yes, here what we need to do is just to write our if, then 5 greater than 3. In this case we print, you see, but also by default automatically once we use these 2 dots, automatically the second statement should be written in indentation with spaces before starting, right? As you see, to mean that whenever you put this p on the same level for I, you will get a syntax error, right? Then here we print this statement saying that 5 is greater than 2, or just 2. Let us use the words. You see, 5 is greater than 2. So let us continue with our content. Yes, as you see here, this is what I already said. Whenever we put this letter for second statement at the same level of this if, this I, in that case you will receive a syntax error, right? So let me show you what you will get. Once we come here and then delete this indentations, you see, automatically we get this error, to mean that this is representing that we have now syntax error, to mean that whenever we run it we'll get an error. You see, indentation error. I think you are seeing here indentation here, expected an indentation block after if. You see, that's why you should now at least have one space here, right? So once we run it again, now we get an output saying that 5 is greater than 2. You see, so you have to pay attention about indentation in Python program. And like other programming languages, here indentation is very important and playing a crucial role when we are writing any Python program. So here what you are saying is this one: the number of space is up to you as a programmer. You can use whatever you want. The most common use is 4, but it has to be at least 1 space, right? That's why there in our program we just put 1 space and it gives us an output, right? So here what you need to keep in your mind is that you should use at least 1 space before starting a new statement. Then let us now see about statements in Python. You know, in some programming languages like C++, we use semicolon for ending of each statement. Let us see about Python now. A computer program is a list of instructions to be executed by a computer. In a programming language, these programming instructions are called statements. You know, every instruction written in a program is called statement. So here, for example, once we write print Python is fun, this Python is funny, or just this print Python is funny is called statement in a Python program, right? Yes. Now here, for also statements, we have to pay attention because semicolon are optional in Python. To mean that it's our program without need to use this semicolon. As already written codes, we didn't use this semicolon, but you can write multiple statements on one line by splitting them with this semicolon, but this rarely used because it makes it hard to read. To mean that whenever we use this semicolon, it looks like very so difficult to read a program. Better to write each statement line by line without use this semicolon, right? Yes, here before ending our lesson, now let us take a simple exercise. We are going to answer these questions by just concentrating on what we have learned, right? So let us start by question number 1, saying that answer with true or false. Indentation in Python is for readability only. You have to pay attention and answer the question. Indentation in Python is for readability only. And please let us know in the comment section. Try to write in comment your answer. Now let us go on the second question. Here the second question asking that Are these statements when written? Let us see. We have print. Python is funny. Followed by print. Really. Now answer with true or false. Are these statements well written? So write your answer in comment. Also let us see the last one here, which is number 3. What is the correct file extension for Python files? You are going to see and choose the best extension for Python files. Also write your answer in comment section so that you can discuss about these questions and share ideas and achieve to the common understanding of introduction to Python programming language. So guys, this is the end of our today's lesson. But if you are new, don't miss subscribe, like this video, and share it to your colleagues so that they can also learn with us. And also remember to open that bell so that whenever we upload any new lesson, you will get a notification. So thank you. See you in next lesson.